Hello everyone, welcome to your Mystic Affirmations for the weekend energy of September 20th through the 22nd. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday's energy. We're going to do this wonderful affirmation for this end of the week and the weekend energy. If we can just have the affirmation that maybe it'll stop raining in Texas, let some of this water go away, I'll be more than happy. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow everyone to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for your divine guidance as well, and we welcome your energy here as always. Thank you for these wonderful affirmations. Making sure I have the cards right side up. This one I can't tell from looking at it. Well, most of them you can't. This is very rare that you have a one-sided view on the tarot cards. They're always unilateral or whatever you want to call it. So, Three of Wands, expansion, being able to move forward, making progress, leaving the old behind, like setting sail, moving forward, going out into your destiny, going toward the horizon. Okay, sun coming in, beautiful energy. Let's see what our law of attraction card will be for our law of attraction affirmation. Don't forget, there we go. Well, generosity. Don't forget that the names of all the decks that I'm using are listed below. I hope you all had a great Thursday. Money is positive energy and it allows me to be generous to others. Just remember, using that energy in payment of your bills is also helpful because it gets the negativity off the spending of the money or how much it costs, because you're in the energy of being grateful to assist whatever company you choose to do business with. And that's the way I look at it. I did not look at it that way before. And then I started doing that, and I found good relationships with different places that I chose to spend my money. Now, some things you don't have an option on, but the ones you do, make good use of it. Let go. Love this. So whatever is moving around in your life, you've got to let go of. There's plenty of things to let go of. Letting go of your attachment to negativity, letting go of fear, letting go of your preconceived notion of what something should look like. Also, let go of trying to control how it's going to turn out. As far as making a specific request. Remember, the more specific you get, you can limit your own possibility. That can be your block, your limitations on what you are putting out. You can be giving too many details, because sometimes what we think is what we want or what we think we should have isn't exactly the right thing. The universe has a bigger plan, so let go of needing to micromanage the universe. I've got that upside down. Consciousness. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up. So that we can include them in our own reality. So I'm going to say it again because this was a long-winded one. It's like a run-on sentence. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multi-dimensional aspects that show up, so we can include them in our reality. So, letting go of boundaries and including all aspects that may show up and be present. There are so many things at work to bring us to where we are now and where we are going. The synchronicity of life is almost breathtaking sometimes, because it can do things that we don't understand or don't even have an idea that exists or possible. So it's always amazing to me to see how something works itself out without any of our fiddling with it, right? Okay, here's a good one. I see my parents as tiny children who need love. I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I, I now know that I now know that I chose them because they were perfect for what I needed to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. So, this one's a big, heavy, deep one. Sometimes, once we figure out that our parents didn't have any more knowledge than we did about how to be parents, and back in the time they were doing it, it wasn't a really popular thing to have a book or read something about how to do it. There was no internet. So limited resources don't make for a good ability to learn something you don't know how to do. And parenting, I don't know about y'all, but that was tough. Still is. My son's 30 and I'm still in the parenting mode. I know my parents did not have all the tools they needed because they both had dysfunctional families. So, forgive them so that you can move forward and not carry the resentment. Now, I'm not saying everybody had a lovely childhood and that things can happen, but you've got to be able to allow yourself to get out of that energy and move forward. I had my things too, so I hope for you that you can do that. It showed up for a reason for somebody, so somebody watching is having this issue, and I send you love and light. So we have the Queen of Wands here, okay, and that is a beautiful energy of divine action, okay? So she is all about making things happen. She's very much in her power. She's very dynamic, okay? Very passionate, very dynamic, and she looks amazing. She looks like a Hawaiian warrior. So I love that. Then we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is talking about not getting in a place to where you are too objective on something. So don't let yourself get in a place where you've actually kind of stuck yourself in the sand and refuse to move. So there are other avenues and other opinions going on here, and you never can win a battle alone. There is always other people involved and other points of view. This is literally points of view. Okay? So remember, your soul energy is only coming, your view of the world and the energy you have is only coming from your mind's aspect. Everyone else has got another whole nother lens they're looking through. So don't get too stuck in your perspective. Remember to include everyone else's. And you've got the Knight of Swords. So this is information coming in. So you may not have all the information. Remember that. Be sure to take the time to totally look at the situation from every angle and make sure that you've gotten all the facts. So we've got a consciousness going on here talking about allowing all things to work in our favor and to be aware, to allow. We've got let go, which is also tying in with this, I guarantee you. This letting go and set yourself free, okay? Forgive them and set them free, and you set yourself free. So carrying all that children's fear and anger and feeling abandoned and feeling left out and forgotten, also feeling like you were they were being hypercritical of you, you know, back before, when our time, parents weren't taught to be your friend. And there was some real punishment being dealt out. I got some of that punishment because I was a little smart aleck. So you have to be in a place of forgiving them and moving forward because they did the best they could with what they had. Truly, nobody's perfect, and I hope that you are able to move past that because it will be a grand moment in your healing. So, this is a real strong affirmation in all areas, talking about expansion, consciousness, letting go of your control, and looking at other points of view, being in control of self, but not trying to control how everything works, because sometimes by doing that you can wreck the whole thing. And allow yourself to move forward in a new direction by letting yourself be free to do so. And that is some of the freedom being let go here. So I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. I hope this affirmation helps you to pull in that positive energy with the money. Let go of your fear and doubt. Let go of all of the preconceived notions of what you think should be. Letting divine consciousness come in and support whatever you're focusing your attention on, because this is where the manifestation starts. The conscious mind is where it starts, because allowing yourself to realize and believe that you do have the power to believe that you are being supported by divine, and that you believe that no matter who says what, you're in control of your life, and you're the one setting the intention. So keeping that in mind, no matter what their point of view is, you stay true to yourself. Okay? Realize they're all going to have their point of view. Fact is, that's a fact. And you may never change their mind, and that's a fact. But that doesn't negate your ability to continue to have your own clarity and your own ability to move in the direction you want. So taking that into your power, the Knight of Swords, definitely coming in and running with it, right? Taking off with it. So definitely moving in a new direction here, allowing yourself to expand your horizons. So I wish you all the best. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Thank you so much. Namaste.